Hello, everyone. I'm Clay Jenkinson. I'm out listening to America. I'm at the end of the continent. I'm at Astoria. I'm just on the Washington side at a rest area with some great Lewis and Clark interpretive signage. And this is Dismal Nitch. And you can't really get a sense of it, but it is straight up. I'll take you over there in a moment. They spent 6 of the most unpleasant, treacherous, horrendous, Clark said, days of the entire expedition right here. They were stuck here. There was a storm, fog, high waves, rollers, that is, logs that were rolling up against the shore. They couldn't find a place even to throw down their blankets. There was no food. They couldn't get around. They couldn't go back. They were stuck here. And Clark writes a famous journal entry in which he says, if someone were looking down on us and saw the misery that we're experiencing here, they would feel a deep sympathy for us. Eventually, of course, Lewis goes ahead. He gets a taxi ride with some of the men. They do get around the point. He does get to Land's End, but he wasn't in a good mood, and he didn't even bother to write up his account. Nothing. He gets to the end of his mission, which is funded by Thomas Jefferson and the Congress of the United States, a military mission in which Jefferson's instructions tell him exactly what to do and where to get, that is the terminus here, and to keep adequate records all the way along. Lewis doesn't do it. Doesn't write anything. Writes nothing. Complete dereliction of duty. But I would not be happy if you gave me $1,000 and said, climb out of here. You're gonna turn this around so you can see it. But if you said to me, climb out of here, not clear I could do it. So folks, here it is, Dismal Nitch, and you can see sort of, the light isn't good, of course, because it's so dismal. You can see how high this is, the rocks. This is like rock climbing here. This is not some little hill, and the men literally couldn't climb it. They would have if they could. It's so wet, so awful, so dangerous. Everything was slippery. No place to hide, no place to sleep, no place to eat, nothing to eat. Giant waves rolling in, and then this impossible backdrop. This was one of the most desperate times of the entire Lewis and Clark expeditions. And they called it Dismal Nitch. This is one of the 3 or 4 candidates for that spot, but it's as good as any. And if it were raining, you'd know.
Not ashamed.